Viewers, it's big. It's absolutely big. It's the biggest development in the Sushant Singh Rajput case. As of today, as of now, all eyes on a crucial closed-door meeting that is taking place in the Union capital at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Now, what is happening there? The forensic investigators are meeting with CBI officials as we speak, and they're giving them their preliminary findings. So preliminary findings are being communicated to CBI officials, and what we are being told, because this is what an insider has leaked to Times Now, that we are being told that the homicide angle in Sushant Singh Rajput case is very much alive, and there is a distinct possibility that Sushant Singh Rajput has in fact been eliminated. This is what we are being told. What is now taking place is the reconciling of circumstantial evidence to try and join the dots. What we are also being told is that the report will be conclusive. There will be no ifs, no buts. It will be conclusive if the forensic science holds up against the evidence that has been collected, the depositions that have been collected, then this could very well be declared a case of homicide. That is what we are being told. We are also being told, viewers, that this particular report will be in its final form after briefing the CBI officials and taking their inputs on board, be handed over to the investigators on Monday. Earliest or latest by Wednesday. I want to go across to Priyank Tripathi. This is very, very big news because it will, if it all holds up, viewers, then it's a firm indictment of the suicide lobby, and it will tell us that there has been, from day one, remember, 14th of June, today, viewers, we are almost 3 months past, almost the 100-day mark, that there has been a long-standing attempt at trying to bury the facts. Priyank, what can you tell us? This is very big news that is coming in.
Yeah, certainly, Rahul, and if this factors which are coming into light stands true, then that will be a big change in the investigators' pattern, because so far they have been probing a case of abetment to suicide. But if these doctors from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences and the CFSL expert, as well as the CBI officials who had gone to the crime spot, come out on Monday that the homicide cannot be ruled out, that means that the CBI will have to change the section of 306 into section 302. And then the case of Sushant Singh Rajput case will be probed as a case of murder. And all these accused who have been not arrested by the Central Bureau of Investigation will have to be arrested, and then they will have to be taken to Bihar, because that is the concerned jurisdiction of this particular investigation court where it is right now. What sources have been telling us from the doctors of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, that the truth will come out. The investigation is unbiased. They know that they need to come out with truth, and this particular report will come out with a foolproof clarity, because the equipment which has been used by the AIIMS this time is as per as the standard of FBI. Remember, Rahul, the Sundanda Pushkar Visra report was sent by the Delhi police to FBI lab for getting a better clarity. Then the case changed, and similar thing is also expected to happen in this particular case.
More breaking news coming in, viewers. What we are being also told is that fresh chats have been accessed. WhatsApp chats between Ria's brother, Shovik Chakravarti, and of course others who are peddlers. And what we are now being told is that Ria's brother, according to those chats, which we're just going to put on your screens, viewers, insisted on top-class drugs, A-class drugs being supplied. Sushant was fed these strong drugs at parties. That's the charge. The chats are between Shovik and a peddler. They are what now many people are saying is the clincher. This is small Kali, but if you can just go back to the first one, this is small Kali, but what we need is a more potent variation of this. Get me this. We need big Kalis too. So those are chats between Shovik Chakravarti. All right, get me this, but please make sure that there's mal in the stuff. Last time, half the weight was from stems and seeds, so they wanted greater potency, more bang for their buck, so to speak, viewers. If I put it crudely, Yes, brother, is the response from one of those peddlers. Now, viewers, we are being told by those that are close to Sushant Singh Rajput that he didn't actually have a hard drug habit at all. In fact, he was fond of his drink, but not so much drugs, and that this was a collaborated attempt to keep him doped so that people could take advantage around him. Now, this is very serious, these charges based on these chats. And you can see the date on those chats, say 18th May 2020. And these are messages from, in fact, Shovik to Anuj Yen F, who is Yanuj NF. We are now trying to put 2 and 2 together on that. But listen to Roshan Gary. She came out and said that Sushant Singh Rajput was not habituated to drug use at all. Listen to this.
बहुत समय तक, मतलब मैं कहूंगी 2018 और मे बी इवन एंड ऑफ 2018 तक मैंने कभी सुशांत को सुशांत ड्रिंक्स जरूर करते थे और बहुत शौक से करते थे। ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है, वो शौक से पीते थे, वो डिप्रेशन से नहीं पीते थे, उन्हें मजा आता था। कुछ लोग होते जो एंजॉय करते, तो वो एंजॉय करते थे अपने ड्रिंक्स को और यकीनन पीते, लेकिन ड्रग्स ना, मैंने कभी नहीं देखा उन्हें ड्रग्स करते हुए। और ये बात मैं जरूर कहना चाहूंगी कि ये मुझे कुछ हमारे सर्कल के फ्रेंड्स से भी पता चला है कि ये ड्रग्स का जो चलन है ना, ये यकीनन रिया के घर से आया है।
And many more details coming in with regards to bank account details also. So viewers, a lot of now circumstantial evidence that suggests that Sushant Singh Rajput did not die. In fact, a death that seemingly was born out of just suicide. So let me just open this out. Priyank Tripathi, let me come out to you very quickly. Are we now going to also see, are we now going to see a probe against the suicide lobby? Those that have been aggressively pushing this new and very aggressively this new theory that Sushant Singh Rajput was prospectless and therefore committed suicide. There has nothing to do with drugs.
Yes, certainly, Rahul, because the meeting which is expected to happen on Monday or probably can now also happen on Sunday will be accumulation of the fact which has been gathered by the Central Bureau of Investigation officers and the CFSL member as well as the 6 doctors panel of All India Institute of Medical Sciences. So all those factors which could have led to death of Sushant Singh Rajput, doors being closed or not, drugs being taken or not, toxicology report, the forensic report, the examination of the forensic post-mortem of Sushant Singh Rajput, all these factors will be brought together on one table. Then the team of officials will come out. And as an investigation has always been suggesting, Rahul, that Sushant Singh Rajput case was not a natural death. There were several factors which led to the death of Sushant Singh Rajput, and that is going to come out on this board meeting.
And there are also bank account details as well as diaries that we have, fresh diaries that we have recovered that say and clearly establish that an attempt was made to ensnare Sushant Singh Rajput in a larger drug racket. Is that what you're saying, Priyank? That's what you're hearing? Bank account details seem to be pointing also towards drug-induced parties, drug-fueled parties. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, certainly, Rahul, because 18 individuals have been arrested, including Riya Chakrabarti, by the Team A of NCB. There's a parallel investigation which has also been carried out by the SIT team members who had gone from Delhi to Mumbai. And their investigation is yet to start because of some COVID reason. Their investigation was at halt. But what we can expect that by the end of this week or by the next week, all those big celebrities like Sara Ali Khan and other individuals whose name has cropped up in the investigation will be summoned by the Central Bureau of Investigation.
That's very big news. Sara Ali Khan to be side, the NCB. So you're saying that Rakul Preet as well as Sara Ali Khan are going to be summoned. Now, Rakul Preet has come out and filed, of course, a case against the media saying that reportage must be blocked. But this is big news. They are certainly under the lens. The NCB is going to be summoning him. Thanks, Priyank. Just stay on with us. I want to open this out. Ishkaran Bhandari, an attempt once again being made to try and put a lid over what many people believe is the real truth. Ishkaran Bhandari.
Rahul, I think that squarely is targeted at Times Now because you are the ones who broke the drug chat link. So obviously people who want to silence your voice, who want to silence the voice which raises questions about drugs in Bollywood, will do it. And that has been called out. A dog whistle against your covering it was given from the floor of Parliament itself, where certain senior members of the industry, namely Jaya Bachchan, came out and spoke against it. So we have to be very clear that that lobby will try everywhere they can try. They will not succeed because I do not see the courts giving a pre-censorship, pre-publication ban. That is not the law of India. Second point here, which you have been,
yes,
I do not see that happening. See, the second point here on AIIMS, what you are saying is correct. What my sources are telling me was also this, that the doctors have come back from Mumbai who had gone there, and the senior board will sit here, an internal consultation would be held, and after that, as is the procedure, CBI would come and give their inputs of the circumstantial evidence, what all they have found, and after a discussion, which is the norm, a final report would be prepared, and what is coming out is that it would be a very conclusive report. So we would have to see what the conclusion is, but it appears that we will have a lot of clarity on the mystery death of Sushant Singh Rajput, which is going to be a probable case of homicide or murder.
Ishkaran Bhandari making a big statement. Let's break that. Ishkaran Bhandari, who's been involved with the case from a different perspective, earlier coming out and saying that he's learning from his sources that it's going to be a conclusive report that will point very clearly towards a homicide angle. This is very, very big, viewers, very, very big. I want to bring in Surender Chauhan. You're an advocate. Dr. Sambit Patra is there. Shadab Poonawala is there. Now, there is a group of people who've been saying this is only politics, politics, politics. Now, sir, you still believe it? You still believe it's only politics, sir? Who's really playing it?
Well, let's await the AIIMS report first.
No, why?
It is very premature whether it
Judgments
is going to
were
be
passed by the Shiv Sena's Home Minister on day one. He said it's a suicide. Now why are you suddenly getting these doubts? Why wait now? You already passed judgment. So you should be saying that the AIIMS report is actually a fake report, dressed up. Politics says...
Well, none has passed the...
Has crept into AIIMS.
Rahul, nobody has passed the judgment.
Of course.
It is initially...
Of course, sir.
Rahul,
Dr.
nobody
Patra,
has passed the judgment. It is initially...
Am I wrong to say that no judgment has been passed?
Inquiry into the
I'm told that the BJP has been accused of playing a political hand to sate voters in Bihar, and that this is just a suicide. And I'll play out something. No, you listen to me. Just 1 second. Hold your thoughts, sir. Let me play out this bite of a RJD top politician who has today said this is suicide, nothing else but suicide. And people are basically politicizing this. I want to play out that. We're going to play it out. Do we have it? Let's play it. Let's play it. Let's play it. This is very important, viewers. A out-and-out attack has been made on Sushant Singh Rajput by the RJD. What is this attack? It is an implication. Someone is implied that Sushant Singh Rajput was not courageous enough to lead his life as Rajputs would. Listen to this, the RJD. Who's politicizing it, viewers? Judge for yourself. Listen to this.
तो कहते हैं राजपूत में छापा ले, बुरा मत मानिएगा पहले। राजपूत महाराणा प्रताप का संतान गला में डोरी बांध कर नहीं मर सकता है पहले। और यदि महाराणा प्रताप राजपूतों का पुरखा है, तो जादवों का भी पुरखा पहले, हम लोगों का पुरखा भी है पहले। लेकिन हमको दुख है कि सुशांत सिंह राजपूत को डोरी बांध कर नहीं मरना चाहिए पहले। वह राजपूत था, मुकाबला करना पहले। राजपूत डोरी बांध करके मरता है पहले।
There you go. Dr. Patra, this is what is being said openly on the streets of Bihar by politicians from the RJD.
I firmly believe that RJD is doing what it is best known for. I mean, casteist slur even for a victim. But coming to a larger point, I would say all these people have brought the suspicion upon themselves. Let me tell you very frankly that probably this